Dave Ping 243. Welcome back to some more Plants vs. Zombies. In the last episode, we did the daytime levels, and now we are here at night. Alrighty, so things are going to be quite a bit harder than how they were in the daytime, obviously, since this is night, so... Going to go with the old reliable sunflowers because you gotta have that sun. Puff shrooms for the free cost. Basically, there's no cost to it. Walnuts. I said the last episode that the pea shooter would be useless from here on out. Well, actually, it's going to be a bit useful for the first couple levels here, but then past that, like, we'll have more mushrooms to work with. So yes, we'll get more mushrooms. And potato mines I don't find to be that good here. So let's just do that. Yeah, I think that's the best course of action. And you'll see that there are gravestones here. They'll play a big part a little later, but for now, they'll just kind of be sitting there. And as long as they're there, you cannot plant plants on them. You cannot plant plants on the tiles that the graves happen to be on. So we don't have a way of dealing with the gravestones just yet. Spoiler alert, we will get something that will deal with them a little later, just not now. And yes, just like what Crazy Dave said in the last episode, or I more so should say the first episode, in nighttime levels you do not get extra sun from the sky, which can be a bit of a problem. But fortunately for us, we have these puff shrooms that will work into our advantage in the night levels. Yeah, overall, night levels can be slower paced, I find them to be. And yeah, also we have a change of music as well, because this is a different world. And now we're actually racking up some decent sun, so we could start putting down pea shooters. And oh, this is the money I was talking about, the currency. So, oh yeah, and also there's a new zombie. There's the newspaper zombie, which, there's a newspaper that the zombie holds, which it's basically like half the toughness of a regular zombie, and then after the zombie loses the newspaper, he becomes pissed and, like, speed walks over to your plants to try to eat them. So, you know, the newspaper zombies can be a little scary if you don't deal with them properly. Also, as long as they have the newspaper, any frozen peas that you would shoot at them, they'll just get blocked by the newspaper, and the newspaper zombie will not get chilled out, so to speak. And something that happens which is cool during these night levels, outside of the fact that zombies pop out of the graves during the final wave, during the final wave, the music actually picks up. I thought that was a nice detail. And over here we got ourselves a new sun producer, made strictly for the nighttime levels. We have the Sun Shroom, and also you just saw that we got extra money out of our remaining lawnmowers. I didn't even talk about the lawnmowers throughout this whole thing. Holy shit. Okay, so first the lawnmowers. I know this is a lot to explain. If any zombie gets to that lawnmower, it'll be run over as well as any other zombies that happen to be in that lane. It's like a one-time defense, basically. And if any zombies get through there after the lawnmower is removed, you're dead. But anyway, Sun Shroom, it costs 25 sun, so you may think, oh, okay, this is a cheaper alternative to the sunflowers. Well, it's not a strict upgrade for the instance of night levels because it says it gives small sun at first and then normal sun later. What that means is that rather than giving you 25 sun right off the bat, these things only give you 15. And you may think, oh shit, that sucks. Like, how am I going to be able to bring out my big guns? Well, don't worry, the mushrooms have you covered with that. Like they're cheaper alternatives all around, so Crazy Dave is like, hey, you've collected $270 in coins so far. When you collect 750, I'll sell you something real neato. And yeah, you know, like, Crazy Dave is willing to help us out in our time of need. But, let's... Maybe that, yeah. The nice thing about having sun shrooms in these levels is that you could just start off with like 2 in the very beginning. And it's a bit of a better thing than just having 1 sunflower and kind of breaking out for sun. Because that means you could just barely generate enough sun to get another sun shroom going. And, you know, it's more of an investment sort of thing. You really have to put time into these things, and the thing that allows them to produce normal sun later is that they eventually grow bigger, and they'll give you the normal 25 sun that you would expect from a sun producer. So yeah, that's how it works. So thankfully with these mushrooms, we're able to put up a decent defense within a very hospitable environment that is night. Let's put this walnut right here. So yeah, you just saw right there, like, these sun shrooms are growing, and now they will produce normal sun. So yeah, 25 right there. So you can see how you would need to invest time into them so that you can actually get a worthwhile sun amount. But now that we're actually getting the necessary sun, we can start putting down repeaters and stuff like that. And the music is going to start picking up again. So yeah, actually this happens during every flag. The music picks up, and it's a nice detail. And yeah, we're actually going to get our 25 increments of sun going indefinitely, so thank God I don't have to be OCD about it this time. Like, seriously, the full 15 sun increments just drive me up the wall. So yeah, like I said, at the very end of last episode, the first episode actually, I said that I would do half of the second world with the second episode, and yes, my goal for this episode is to get past level 2-5. After that, I'll end the episode and start another recording for the other half. You gotta space out your time somehow with these Let's Plays. I think it's actually very appropriate how I'm like playing Plants vs Zombies now for the channel when we're having like a worldwide pandemic. I don't know, it's kind of like the sheer irony of it all. Just like this, like our world is having like a worldwide pandemic, and this neighborhood is having an overrun of fictional zombies. Oh, gold coin. Yeah, you definitely want to pick up those whenever they pop out from a zombie. There are silver coins which cost $10, gold coins which cost $50, and diamonds which cost a whopping $1,000, so you definitely want to pick those up. And that obviously means I have to pick up more shit in these levels, and that means more things for me to forget to pick up. Although, admittedly, I do pretty good at, like, not forgetting about things to pick up. So, anyway, this is our new plant. Even though mushrooms aren't technically plants, that's kind of weird how things work. But, anyway. This is the fume shroom. Shoots fumes that can pass through screen doors. Now, that'll become very relevant in this next level right here, because as you can see, we have a new type of zombie, but I will not talk about that new zombie until we actually encounter it in the level. But for now, we're just going to immediately have the fume shroom on our seed slot compendium, I guess. I don't know. I don't know, I'm just thinking about, like, Persona 5 Royal right now. Because, you know, that's a game. It's like all these plants are like personas that I'm summoning out to battle. It's like Puffshroom, use that one poison attack. I have a hard time remembering certain skill names in Persona games. I don't know why I started to talk about Persona all of a sudden when just speaking of like a compendium. I don't know, I guess that's the charm of these kinds of Let's Plays, you know, you just basically shift the topic to something else all of a sudden. And you probably just hope that your viewers won't get what the hell you're talking about. Now, unfortunately, I didn't bring any water with me for this recording specifically. So if I sound weird, then that's why. And oh, this is our first real showing of a screen door zombie. So the screen door itself has the toughness of a buckethead zombie, so you don't really want to be hitting the screen door. You want to be hitting the zombie that is hiding behind it. So the way you do that is by using the power of Fume Shroom and having the fumes pass through the screen door. I'm going to start replacing some of these puff shrooms with fume shrooms, so that I may get the most out of their range, because as you can see, their range is not indefinite. Like, they just don't go across the entire lawn, just like about maybe a little more than halfway, I think. I don't know. I just know that they're not like entirely long range like the pea shooters are. And, you know, you gotta know how you want to use them correctly, because, and oh yeah, fumes from the fume shroom, they pass through every zombie that can get hit by it, so you can get your mileage out of the fume shroom by, you know, oh, go coin. You get your mileage out of your fume shrooms by having the fumes pass through multiple zombies at once, but here, this is a very important plant. You definitely want to pick this thing up. It is the Grave Buster. The Grave Buster essentially allows you to plant it on a grave and remove the grave, so this is your solution for getting rid of those stupid grave-like bastards, so there you go. Hey, you wanna buy an extra seed slot? Hell yes, I do. Yes, so now we have 7, and now Crazy Dave is going to say, "Alright, and hey, when you save up to 5,000, I'll sell you the 8 seat slot upgrade." Check you later. And actually, we'll see him right after this level, because, again, like, every 5th level in the world is like a minigame, and they involve Crazy Dave in some way, shape, or form. So we'll be seeing him in the next level. But until then, we are definitely going to be experimenting around with the Gravebuster. And yeah, let's do that. So now we have 7 plants to use in any given level. This... You have no idea how useful that is. But now that we have the Gravebuster, you can see that there are definitely more graves popping up at the beginning of the level. That's to compensate for you having it. They were pretty light on the graves before, but now that you have the Gravebuster, they are not going to go easy on you with the graves. And oh yeah, new graves will appear whenever you go into a big wave of zombies, so do keep that in mind. That could be the difference between winning and losing in this game, just saying. So, just putting down more of these mushrooms because, you know, that's the norm in these nighttime levels. A puff shroom by itself can defeat a zombie, but it's recommended that you have 2 to deal with a regular zombie, because, a puff shroom just barely kills one. And by barely, I mean by the skin of its own, well, skin. And, oops. Didn't mean to do that. Alright. And there's our first use of the Gravebuster, so it'll take care of the grave, and every time when you destroy a grave with it, you get a coin. Whether it be silver or gold, so that's nice. So let's put this fume shroom down here and collect that coin. Yeah, you might notice that these nighttime levels will get monotonous for how slow-paced they are. And I'm sorry, but there's nothing I can do to make them go faster. That's just how they are. Ooh, another gold coin, definitely collect that. So, yeah, what else can I talk about? Honestly, not much. Like, the pandemic is really something. But man, COVID-19 is a bitch. Like, seriously, the virus is just... It's very dangerous, and you can catch it easily. Although, I'm pretty sure everyone knows that by now, and good, we're going by increments of 25 for the sun, so I don't have to be all antsy. And let's just start removing these graves like, you know, a Gravebuster. There should really be like a parody of Ghostbusters called the Gravebusters. And also, shit, he's gonna... Yeah. Fuck you, regular zombie. You killed my Gravebuster. You will pay dearly for that. And fuck you guys. Seriously, these zombies are just annoying. So, destroying another grave we go, and another gold coin for me. Nice. And fuck you, pole vaulting zombie. Jesus, like, game, you need to stop throwing these things at me. And it's about time my cherry bomb got recharged. Alrighty, for defeating that horde of zombies, we get the Suburban Almanac. Remember when I was saying that we would be able to have information on new plants that we would get? Yeah, this is the thing right here. It also keeps track of any new zombies you encounter, so... the Suburban Almanac will automatically update to, everything you've encountered thus far, which is nice. But anyway, let's view it really quick. Oh yeah, you have all this, so... I'll save the almanac for like the end of the Let's Play, because, you know, it's kind of the thing. So anyway, we're here with Crazy Dave for another minigame, a literal minigame at that. Ever play a game called Whack-A-Zombie? It's just like hunting squirrels. You know, those furry little rodents that dig holes in your lawn? Yeah, just like that. But instead of squirrels, it's zombies. And instead of a shovel, it's a mallet. And instead of me, it's you! And oh boy, this is a bit of a frantic minigame, and would be so much better with a clicker mouse, but unfortunately, I have to use the trackpad. Since I am on a laptop. Not the worst thing ever, but you know, this could get a little frantic, and sometimes zombies will drop sun in this, so, you have options between like 3 plants at your disposal within this minigame, so you can either use like the Gravebuster, the Potato Mine, or the Cherry Bomb. Occasionally I will use the Cherry Bomb, but I don't really use the Potato Mine in this because I don't find it to be all that useful in the context of this situation. Most of the time you'll just see me try to use the Gravebuster to get rid of graves. Because new ones will appear all the frickin' time. And, yeah. Thankfully, this minigame doesn't last too long, so I don't have to get tired from it. Alrighty, sorry about that. My mic just kind of died for a little bit there. It kind of fell over and pressed, and automatically pressed my turn mic off button. So anyway, let's continue on. So let's try to kill these zombies quickly. Now, in this playthrough, I have I believe I haven't, like, lost the lawnmower just yet. And that's because, you know, I am good at this game. But yeah, you'll be clicking a lot in this minigame. So rip your hand if you're not the clicker type. I just find it kind of funny how we're just bludgeoning these zombies with a mallet. Like, sure, that's going to kill a zombie, just... Oh my god! Oh Jesus, that was close, that was close! And oh, I didn't even get the chance to use the Grape Buster because I clicked on, the new plant. Anyway, we got the Penny Pincher achievement for collecting 30 coins within a given level, so that's cool. This is the Hypno Shroom. This thing will be very useful for the next level coming up, and you'll see why in the preview, hopefully. Yeah, look at that motherfucker right there. I'm not going to say anything about him just yet. Let's just say that is not an easy zombie to deal with. So, anyway, next time on Plants vs. Zombies, we will go and do the rest of Night's levels and maybe see a little bit of the world after that. Anyway, see you guys then.